Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vish and today we're going to be going through my November TBR. Exciting thing about this TBR video, I might be doing this every month, but I'm not too sure. It depends on how this goes. But I had the genius idea because I have so many books on my TBR, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail. I have a lot of books I want to read in November, and I thought it would be interesting if you guys actually place a bet down in the comments below on how many books I would actually read by the end of the month. And the first person to correctly guess the answer would get to pick my TBR for the next month, which would be December. And I would do a vlog for it. Yeah. Let me know what you think about this idea. I mean, like, if it's a shitty idea, I won't do it again. But, like, I thought it was a genius idea. Because I have a lot of books to read in November that I'm very excited for. But I am only human. I don't know how many books I'm gonna read. Let me know how many books you think I will read by the end of the month. I will announce the winner in my November wrap-up, which would be obviously at the end of the month in November. So definitely look out for that. So the first books I'm gonna talk about is The Poppy War and The Dragon Republic. I'm gonna be reading these two back to back before The Burning God comes out on the 17th of November, which I've pre-ordered from Amazon. Usually Amazon is actually earlier than all the other stores, so hopefully it arrives before the end of the month so I can read it. Now, The Poppy War and The Dragon Republic are an Asian-inspired fantasy, adult fantasy. It's also based on real-life events like the Sino-Japanese War and the rape of Nanjing. Both very, very tragic stories and brutal, so I have to be very emotionally prepared for this just because I know it's based on real life events and these things happen. And with historical fiction, I feel that has a lot more impact on me because the last historical fiction book I read was The Island of Sea Women, which took place in Korea, and it happened during, I guess, the Japanese War with Korea, and that was extremely brutal. And this is gonna be the same, I'm sure of it. So I have to be really emotionally prepared, and hopefully I really like these two, and I will read The Burning God when it comes out on the 17th of November. Very excited for this. I also have the Illumicrate special edition versions for all three of them coming soon, which I will do an unboxing for. The next book I want to read is The Fires of Vengeance by Evan Winter. This is the sequel to Rage of Dragons, which I read last month. If you haven't seen my September wrap-up, I'll link it up above and down below. I really enjoyed it towards the end, which is why I'm really excited to pick up the sequel because it ended really well. So Rage of Dragon is basically about this character named Tao who had something tragic happen to him, and that makes him go on this quest for revenge. And while he's taking on this revenge, there's a lot of political side plots happening. The way the book ended, like I said, really hyped me up for the second book. So I can't wait to read Fires of Vengeance. It's also the unofficial pick for Shell Space Book Club. So if you want to join us, head over to the Discord and join us. Fires of Vengeance is actually releasing on the 10th of November. Again, pre-ordered with Amazon because it'll be faster. Hopefully it'll get here by the end of the month as well. But I'll definitely read this after I finish Poppy War, Dragon Republic, and Burning God. Next book I want to read is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. As you can see, the theme of this TBR is chunky books. This will be my fourth Brandon Sanderson book, so I've read Elantris, Final Empire, and The Well of Ascension. I haven't read Hero of Ages, but I will at some point. So, fourth Brandon Sanderson book. I already love Brandon Sanderson, so I'm no doubt going to love this. My mom absolutely loved this, and she's been hounding me to read it, so I'm going to read it before I start my Way of Kings journey in December. Because I know, according to my mom and also other people, that aspects of this book will appear in the Stormlight Archive series, so I should read this before going into The Way of Kings. All I know about this book is there are sisters, and the magic system is to do with colors, which I'm so hyped to learn about. And also there's a talking sword. I'm excited about that. If you've read Foundry's Side, you know there's like a inanimate object that talks. And that was my favorite part of the series, so I can't wait to read this and find out the personality of this inanimate object. Also forgot to mention that all these books that I just mentioned are the books that I have to read in November. Like I want to read and have to read it. Alright, so the next book that I have to read also is Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang. This is the November pick for Shelf Space, and the co-host for this is Elliot Brooks. I will link her channel down below. She's amazing. So I can't wait to read with her and Jessie and the rest of the Shelf Space. It's gonna be good. The only thing I know about this book is the main character is an older character. She's a mom, and I think she has to fight because she has to protect her son. Not too sure. This is Jessie from The Bookish Mom. This is her favorite book, or like she really loves this book. So hopefully I will love this book too, and I will also link Jessie's channel down below for you to check out. Okay, so those are all the books that I have to read in November. Now, let's get into the books that I may get. We'll see. It's a lot, but I have faith in myself. This is gonna be an interesting month. I can't wait to see what your bets would be on how many books I would read. I would laugh if someone said one because it's so true. Okay, so the first book is actually, I guess, Carry On from October to November because I really wanted to read it but I didn't have time, which is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I really wanted to read this October, but I didn't get a chance to. So I'm going to read this in November, hopefully. We'll see. Maybe like a little palette cleanser between all the fantasies I have to read. This is an adult thriller mystery, and it follows this girl who used to live in this haunted house as a child, and her dad wrote a book about it. And when her dad dies, eventually in the future, she has to go back to this childhood house and strange things start to happen. I am so excited because I know there's this element of is it paranormal or is it not paranormal, which is my favorite trope in thriller mysteries. Very excited to read this. Next one is also a shift from my October TBR to November because I didn't get to read it, but I definitely will be reading it in November because I am buddy reading Deadly Education by Naomi Novik with Abby from Shelf Space. We didn't get to read in October. We've been just prioritizing other books, but we're excited to get to this. This is the Illumicrate version. It is beautiful. I am pretty sure my Illumicrate unboxing is up before this video, and if it is, I will link up above and down below for you to check out. It was my first unboxing of Illumicrate ever, or just first unboxing on this channel ever, and I was so excited. That was a great experience. So anyway, all I know about this book is it takes place in this dark magical school, but there's no teachers or anything. You just put into the school and you have to fight demons in this school. It's very interesting. And I also know there's a lot of controversy about this book being racist. I'm not too sure what exactly the, I guess, comments about this book, but I am going to read it and see if I saw anything, because I know that the main character is half Indian and half white. I am Indian, I'm not half white, but I was raised in a white country, and I know there's a lot of concerns about how she's not Indian enough in the book, and I can definitely relate to that. So, very excited to read this and see what I think. The next two books are actually secret TBR books, which I won't show. These are the books. I'm not going to show you because obviously secret TBR, they need to be secret, but those two books, hopefully I'll get to finish the vlog and actually post it up. Alright, the next book is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This is a library book, so hopefully I'll get to it. If I can't get to it, that's fine. This is also another like haunting house kind of thriller. It takes place in the 1950s Mexico. It follows this girl called Noemi who receives this frantic letter from her cousin saying how she's been experiencing like weird dreams and just like doom and death. So Noemi goes to visit her cousin, and her cousin is just denying that ever happened. So Noemi decides to stay, and she herself is starting to experience this dreams of death and blood and all that. So very excited to read this. I know a lot of people have been giving it like 3 stars. I haven't seen a lot of 5 stars, which is fine. I just want to read and experience this gothic atmosphere. Next book is Anxious People by Fredrik Backman, also another library book. If I don't read in time, that's fine. This is basically about 7 strangers who are at an open house, and then this bank robber comes into this open house and holds them hostage. And we basically find out their secrets. A lot of people love this, so hopefully I love this too. This is definitely going to be my first Fredrik Backman book. Very excited to read this. If I really love his writing style, I'll definitely pick up his other books as well. Now the last book that maybe I will read in November is a bit of a stretch. It's just like a just in case I've managed to finish all those books and I have time to start, I was gonna start The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I bet you're saying, Vish, what the heck are you doing? Like, you've already put all these books in your TBR and then you're like, oh, maybe if I finish it, I'm gonna read this. Like, no, don't do this. I'm just saying, you know, like a just in case, you know, I have the option to start before December starts. Like, why not, right? But I'll definitely be reading all the Stormlight Archive books in December for sure. I'm thinking of doing a reading vlog for each of these books. I'm not too sure, but let me know down below what you think I should do. Very excited to read this. No idea what this is about, even though I've heard so many people talking about it. Still don't know what this is about, but this is Brandon Sanderson's extremely expansive high fantasy, and apparently this is one of his best works. So I can't wait to read this as well. Alright, so that's all the books that I have to read in November. I picked the pile up for the thumbnail. I don't know if I want to do it now because it's a lot. Hold please. Okay, these are all the books that I might read in November. Jesus. So yeah. Let me know down in the comments how many books you think I will read in November, and I'll choose a winner by the end of the month. I'm so excited. Let me know if you're gonna read any of these books next month, or you've read any of them. Let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!